It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the...
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for... And with...
Welcome.
A two-way player to be sure, D.A. Thanks. But we have two loaded backcourts here tonight, Clark. It should be a very intriguing matchup.
You know, Kevin, in years past, it used to be the small forwards were your dominant scorers in the league, and that's still pretty prevalent. But in this day and age, well, I tell you, the point guard play, not only are those point guards able to assist and set people up and lead their teams, but a lot of them are high-octane scorers as well. A lot of fun to watch.
Make a lot of things happen on both ends of the floor.
No doubt.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Levine. Durant is out there with John Collins. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Brogdon the pass to Murray. The 15-footer, good.
Tell you what, if Murray's on your team, you got to feel comfortable when he's working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all make him hard to guard.
Levine kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Levine. There's the triple. No good there. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Pass to Brogdon. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Collins grabs the miss. And it's Phoenix's ball. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Tatum against Durant. Passes it to Dinwiddie. For Murray. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie appeared to come out of nowhere. Played in college at Colorado, got hurt right before he was drafted, but he's an outstanding competitor who does all of the little things it takes to win. I mean, you watch him play, and it's easy to see why he earns a coach's trust on the floor.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, Collins.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And for Dinwiddie, he has the sound fundamentals coaches love. Got an invite to the skills competition last season.
Yeah, he's fluid, but he's almost robotic in that he doesn't waste any movement, and that's a compliment for this guy. I mean, he's not really flashy, but super effective because he knows his game, and he does a nice job blending in with his teammates.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Pacers leading by 5. Murray outside. Outside Tatum. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
Murray kicks to Brogdon. Durant with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. The pass to Collins. Outside Durant. Suns moving the ball around. Levine against Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Collins dishes to Durant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Indiana leading. Loads it up for Davis. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Gotta respect the soft touch inside from Tatum now. He's not shy in looking for a shot. I mean, he's a shot hunter in the paint.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Murray. Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers out in front. They're up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Tatum out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Allen. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Suns trail by 6. And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
Head coaches obviously get the attention in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that, to me, I think, if you serve your assistant coaches as they're serving you, I think that's how you build the best chemistry.
And loyalty's got to be big among that group on that sideline, doesn't it? Loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively.
And the rejection by Collins. There's the feed to Durant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And as hard as he is to defend, Durant spends about as much time at the free throw line as anybody. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Just 2 to shoot. It's deflected. Stolen by Collins. Levine wide open. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 6 points for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Tipped away. Murray against Collins. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. 3 on 3. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Murray kicks to Tatum. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Pass to Dinwiddie. For Murray. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. A nice shot by Tatum.
You can't take a break for a second defending Tatum. I mean, that's when he strikes and hurts you, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Murray surveying the D. Inside. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Durant. Over Tatum. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They went into attack mode in the second quarter and came from behind to jump in front here at the half, even though it's just a 1-point lead. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And we return to Indianapolis, Indiana, with a look at all the activity taking place in this terrific downtown. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Collins is out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Durant, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. Brogdon the pass to Murray. Down low, it's tipped. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Allen. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Durant. Off target with his three.
You know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging. Malcolm Brogdon, the 36th pick in the 2016 draft, went on to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's the second time a player not taken in the first round received that award. The first time was back in 1957. Kevin, you probably know who that is because you may have even called one of his games.
No, I'm not that old, Clark. You sure you're not thinking of a game maybe you called back in the day? For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Murray kicks to Davis. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Murray against Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's a 3-point Indiana lead. And you think about Brogdon slipping into the second round. Clark, what caused so many teams to pass on him?
Well, you know, in this day and age, Kevin, younger is deemed to be better, and if you happen to be in college 4 or 5 years, you're looked at a little differently. He spent 5 years at Virginia, but to his credit, he got his bachelor's degree and a master's in public policy, so he's got great character and perseverance.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Suns.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. It's stolen by Davis. Durant with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Dinwiddie passes to Collins. Durant for 3. Great D that time from Tatum.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
LaVine against Brogdon. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Rebounded by McGee.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
That gives them the lead. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
Murray kicks to Tatum. 32 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Allen. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Collins.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Bean passes to Dinwiddie. And Davis sends it back. Brogdon kicks to Murray. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 4th assist in this one. McGee. And it's McGee slamming it down.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns ahead, leading. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Jamal Murray is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Tatum. And it's Allen in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Murray, the pass to Tatum. Outside for Murray. Brogdon against Levine. It's Brogdon on the wing. Over Levine. Nice D from Levine.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Durant feeling it out a bit. The pass to Dinwiddie. Now McGee. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Levine. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. Durant, no good. Pacers trail by 4. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Dinwiddie kicks to Levine. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Levine. It's Durant on the wing. Over Tatum. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Murray outside. Outside Tatum. Allen for the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Passes to Dinwiddie. Levine inside the 3-point line. Suns keep it alive. Collins passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Indiana. Murray dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's Durant. Here's Collins. Yes!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 1. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Brogdon kicks to Murray. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Watch out. Anthony Davis is caught fire.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well. That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. It's the first. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game. Here's Murray.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Outside, Davis. The 3 from Tatum. No good. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Car dipping, Grant Wood grain gripping, still tipping on 4 roll